cuzzo. Where you at? You chillin'? That's what's up. Doing you. I miss you, man. I love you, man. If you ride with me, that's okay, that's on me. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to me. I could come and slide you, I could be your pilot. We gon' live like we're never gonna see. On roadside, chillin' on the mountaintop. We just wanna jog ride, we only live one life. Lot of niggas terrified, don't wanna live a lie. Oh yeah, if you wanna ride, that's okay, that's on me. I got this feeling that my dreams will never come unless I chase it. I've been feeling hella lazy, need to push up on myself. Guilty conscience keep me waiting on some help. Basically, I had insecurities. Mentally, I was killing myself. Constantly running from my memory. Apparently, I was dealing with anxiety. Like, what is this inside of me? How do I identify it? Gotta get it out of me. I just wanna be free. If you ride with me, that's okay, that's on me. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to me. I could come and slide you, I could be your pilot. We gon' live like we're never gonna see. On roadside, chillin' on the mountaintop. We just wanna jog ride, we only live one life. Lot of niggas terrified, don't wanna live a lie. Oh yeah, if you wanna ride, that's okay, that's on me. Rest assured, I'ma be an entrepreneur. I can feel it out of my bones. You can smell it like cologne. I thank God for never letting go. I'm in the studio, getting ready for the radio. Every day I'm always making sure that I'ma work towards my goals. I just wanna make sure I'm on focus. I don't wanna be homeless again. I like a cash flow in a back row with a love bug and a lot of hugs. I've been done wrong since I was young. And it's crazy, cause that's all I really want. If you ride with me, that's okay, that's on me. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to me. I could come and slide you, I could be your pilot. We gon' live like we're never gonna see. On roadside, chillin' on the mountaintop. We just wanna jog ride, we only live one life. Lot of niggas terrified, don't wanna live a lie. Yeah, if you wanna ride, that's okay, that's on me. That's all I really want, chillin' on the mountaintop. That's all I really want. What's up, cuzzo? Where you at? You chillin'? That's what's up. Doing you. I miss you, man. I love you, man. If you ride with me, that's okay, that's on me. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to me. I could come and slide you, I could be your pilot. We gon' live like we're never gonna see. On roadside, chillin' on the mountaintop. We just wanna jog ride, we only live one life. Lot of niggas terrified, don't wanna live a lie. Oh yeah, if you wanna ride, that's okay, that's on me. I got this feeling that my dreams will never come unless I chase it. I've been feeling hella lazy, need to push up on myself. Guilty conscience keep me waiting on some help. Basically, I had insecurities. Mentally, I was killing myself. Constantly running from my memory. Apparently, I was dealing with anxiety. Like, what is this inside of me? How do I identify it? Gotta get it out of me. I just wanna be free. If you ride with me, that's okay, that's on me. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to me. I could come and slide you, I could be your pilot. We gon' live like we're never gonna see. On roadside, chillin' on the mountaintop. We just wanna jog ride, we only live one life. Lot of niggas terrified, don't wanna live a lie. Oh yeah, if you wanna ride, that's okay, that's on me. Rest assured, I'ma be an entrepreneur. I can feel it out of my bones. You can smell it like cologne. I thank God for never letting go. I'm in the studio, getting ready for the radio. Every day I'm always making sure that I'ma work towards my goals. I just wanna make sure I'm on focus. I don't wanna be homeless again. I like a cash flow in a back row with a love bug and a lot of hugs. I've been done wrong since I was young. And it's crazy, cause that's all I really want. If you ride with me, that's okay, that's on me. You can be yourself, you ain't gotta lie to me. I could come and slide you, I could be your pilot. We gon' live like we're never gonna see. On roadside, chillin' on the mountaintop. We just wanna
Hi, Sis. we're gonna pretend it's Monday. We having our mini mental cures. I'm very excited, guys, because we've been getting a lot of good tips from Dr. Kristie. And so you know what I did, what I always do, guys. Y'all know me. I like to see shit in color. I was like, okay, we talking about all this stuff, but y'all already know. And for my Be Your Own Boss Bees, y'all, yes, I'm going to be using this as an example in our class to teach y'all how to make a journal. So I made everybody a journal who's been following Dr. Kristie. Of course, it's free. But I want to just kind of get through some of the things that she was telling us about, like how she told us to avoid sabotage, how she's been telling us about overthinking and stressing about outcomes. Y'all know, I'm a Canva baddie. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Let me see. Let me show y'all my other pages. She told us about the pause, plan, and pivot. So I took in all the different sayings that she's been doing over the past few weeks with us and created our self reset journal. There go our pivot. Where can I redirect this energy to? Y'all see me using the words. Y'all see me using the pop. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I even use all y'all tree hugger words y'all been asking me to use for all these years. I did it. Look, I even got y'all. Look, y'all be wait, hold on. Yep. We even got our affirmations. Uh-huh. Y'all already know Admin said love a good affirmation. If you ever gotten a journal from me or a planner, y'all know we're very big about affirmations. Look, my layoff wasn't the end. It was divine reroute, and I didn't know I needed. Y'all see this? So yes, we've been taking all of Dr. Kristie goodies and we created a nice little journal for y'all for tonight. Y'all see that? Y'all see the rainbow and shit. Y'all see the rainbow and shit. Y'all see the inclusivity. Okay, okay. You see it. She gonna be so proud of us tonight. She gonna be so proud of us. So proud. Now, y'all know as a Muslim, I'm real big talking about I don't meditate, I pray. But I decided to try y'all out a little bit. I went out, got me some sun. Y'all see, I got a facial. I had a self-care day, y'all. I had them white women rubbing on my feet, y'all. It was amazing. It was amazing. Okay. I said, you know what? Maybe they on to something. I could see how you can get stuck right there because I was down, y'all. I was sitting there like this. Just rub me. Okay. That's where I was at. That's where I was at. Okay. Just rub me down. Okay. They gave me a facial and stuff. You know, they had like them hot things right here and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Fucked around and made a journal. Y'all see, I was like, this is what you supposed to be doing. So I said, you know what? Let me spread some honey. And I rewatched all of Dr. Kristie's lives. I took my little pen and paper out, glowing. You hear me, T? Took my little pen and paper out and said, let me make a journal for y'all. So we got Dr. Kristie with us tonight. I had a time. Y'all missed y'all Monday shit because of me. I was out.
Look, I was like, not just saying somebody didn't want you guys to get what I got to give you tonight because we kept having these little hiccups. And I was like, no, we're going to get it to them. We are going to get it to them. We're not going to be denied. We will not.
Delayed don't mean denied. It's on my affirmation list. It's on my affirmation list, guys. Delayed don't mean denied. I was in the song like, I shall be all I want to be. I said, damn, I see why she do this.
That's what I'm saying. This is what we're doing. We're doing Monday Momentum on Thursday. We are dedicated.
Dedicated. Let me tell you, y'all was telling about y'all technical issues, and I said, this does not cause an emergency on me. I shall remain in my peace.
Look, Esther said, "Oh, we're gonna just because she was talking to the group, she was able to get in, and she was talking, and then she's like, I think we're just gonna have to, reschedule this." And I was like, "Sounds like a plan to me."
I'm so grateful to have you back. Don't you love the little journal they about to be getting?
I love it. That's why I was like, hey, look, look, you see what some refreshing will do and putting the momentum into effect what it produces.
I'm trying to tell you, they even got, let me show y'all a little sneak peek. Y'all even got reflection pages. Y'all know admin don't be using them words. A self reset journal for career clarity, y'all. Y'all got like little reflective pages and stuff. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all little link. If y'all click that link at the bottom, you'll get it within an hour. It's scheduled to go out after the live tonight. Right? Great.
Outstanding.
She said she loves
Outstanding.
this. Will this
I
be on
love
Instagram?
it.
Of course,
Look.
Kalisha, you already know.
I
Like, y'all gonna turn me into a self-care bee, y'all. I said, look at this. I was getting bad news and stuff. I was like, you know what? It will align on its own. I did my part.
I saw that Lisa says she needs to find her mojo. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get it tonight,
We're
Lisa.
gonna get us some mojo tonight. Okay, Dr. Chrissy. So we have went over pivoting, them pausing, them looking at all of their different avenues and resources, especially during this. And I know that especially with the ups and downs, right? He fired one department, then having to bring it back. Hi, Shataya. You saw I got the YouTube community.
I
I gave
see
y'all
it.
the link. Y'all saw I got
I
your link.
see it.
And so I know there's a lot of hecticness and things like that, Dr. Christie. Um, how do you think that people are holding up right now?
It all depends on the individual and what it is that they are putting to work, right? Just like with anything else, just like with the job that they're looking for, right, that they may be looking for right now. Um, and you have to be putting it to work. If you're at work, you're working. So if you're
Mm.
not at work, you can't just take yourself out of the game, right? My husband likes to call life a game. You can't take yourself out of the game. The game is still in effect, right? And so you have to find your like let's say you're the lagger on the Monopoly board. You have to figure out where you are. Like we said, we're pausing, we're planning, and we're pivoting. You have to figure out where you are on the board. Like I said, if the wind was knocked out of you, so be it. It happens. It's life. It is a part of the game. It is a part of the flow. And so you have to, I said, don't deny how you feel about what the situation, whatever everybody's individual situation is. Don't want you to deny it, but I need you to not stay there long, right? We said we're pausing. And I have a new one for you. Not only are you pausing like you do with the remote control when you're watching something and then have to turn around and make sure that we're not stopping, we're just pausing, right? But I have a new one for you on today. We are driving through, right? You're driving through, just like you do at McDonald's or Taco Bell, whatever your favorite fast food restaurant may be. Mine, Salad and Go. I like to keep it healthy, but whatever it may be, you're just doing a drive-through, right? And when you're in the drive-through, you want it quick. So the quicker that you can pick up that food and move on, the quicker that you can take the blow and recover, the better. But just make sure that you're driving through. You are not, even when the drive-through has to put you over and put you in those little number parking spots so that they can get it to you. If you need that type of a pause, that type of a drive-through, that's fine. That's part of the process. See, they realize that in order to get the customer out quicker, right? The ones behind, I might have that next order ready. In order to get that customer out, let me move them over to the side, get this one, and then I'll have somebody run that out to them. They made a whole system for that. So there are systems created for you to move past the situation, to keep yourself up, to keep your mental proper in its proper space, knowing that this is all a part of a process. And you have to make sure that you keep telling yourself that it's going to be good on the other side. It's going to be better on the other side. Whatever you tell yourself, that's what it is. That's how you can frame the situation, and that's how it will flow for you. So you have to make sure that you're keeping yourself focused, right? Drive through.
I agree. You had said that the perfect timing because Allison was just saying that she's exhausted, but she has to keep pushing.
Yes, we do. We do. And just like with anything else, right? That's with anything. Just like when we're delivering children, we have to continue to push because if not, it could cause a problem. And so you don't want to find yourself in a deeper mess than you started, right? And it's not necessarily a situation that you created for yourself, right?
Mm.
Not, and that's what I'm saying. That's when we say it's a part of life. Some people have gone through it, some people haven't, and you just have to make sure that you're telling yourself, okay, this is the situation. Let me regroup, right? Let me drive through this, right? And at least, you look for the positive things. Don't look for the negatives. Look for the positive things and focus on those things. So tell yourself, at least I am thankful. Be thankful that I am in a air conditioned space. I'm able to be at home. And like I said previous, I said, find some projects to work on, just like we did when we were locked in for COVID, right? To keep yourself active. That's something I was going to share later. But yeah, keep yourself active. When another something I was going to share later, but it's relevant right now is.
Oh, girl, I'm off camera. It's your live now, girl.
Look, I was ready for Monday and you not
No,
being
go
there.
ahead, because I'm taking my notes, y'all. Y'all get what y'all can, because I am in my rest season.
Yeah, you're right. You get some more rest. No, but you want to remain active. The same way when it comes to, your physical health. And you if you take a day off, just like how Sin got refreshed on Monday, right? She took that day off. She went and got refreshed. But in the refreshing, there was still activity, right? She made the appointment. She got herself there. She followed the instructions. She laid still, whatever it is that they asked her to do. So there's still always something else, a little part for you to play in the process. Yes?
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. No, yeah, I definitely can agree there. Okay, what happened if they don't know what part to play?
When they don't know what part to play, it depends on where you are in the flow of the process. Now, if you're new to the process, like we said, we're remaining active, and it's outstanding that you guys have this beautiful community and you have this beautiful queen bee here and all of her wings and worker bees and job bees, all of you guys out there. It depends on where you are in the process. If you're new to it and you're a part of this community, follow the instruction that she's giving you when it comes to updating your resumes, taking some more classes. And you're using this, and when I said remain active, you're using this as your current job. Remember, I told you last time, get up in the morning. This is not a vacation, right? And however you choose, however active you choose to be, is how active your responses will come back. And when you do get negative responses or a response that you weren't looking for, it doesn't mean that it's a negative response. You got a response, and use that as fuel. Use that as fuel. We're talking about driving through, right? Use that as fuel to keep you going, because if their rejection, take the feedback. Say, okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. What feedback do you have to share with me? So then you're prepared for the next one, right? Because you're staying positive. You know that you're looking for the next interview. You're believing for the next interview. Remember, we talked about faith, forward action, and trust in Him. If you're not putting any action to work, you shouldn't expect any outcome, right? You got to put some input in order to get some outcome. So make sure that you're remaining active by having a daily schedule, by getting cute. Don't just walk around and lounge around in your jammies all day. No, you get dressed just as if you have a new job, the job that you want. The same way you're going to walk into that job on the first day is how you should be getting up and preparing every day.
I
Yes.
like that.
What? Do I have to put the makeup on? I don't want to waste my makeup. No, no, no. We're not wasting it, right? We're walking out what it is that we want. We're putting it into the environment. We're prepared, right? And so then when that call does come, it's not like, oh, I got to do this. I got to go take my stuff to the cleaners. No, because I've already been in this flow. So look, what's next? We driving through.
Mm,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And you have to just adjust when you get the negative feedback, you hear the no's, you just have to adjust. Don't abandon what it is you're looking for. You're just adjusting. The same way that if a pet, you know, gets, you go take your pet for a walk and the pet gets away from you, right? You don't just let it remain abandoned. You adjust to the situation, right? You go look for the dog. If you haven't seen, you can't find the dog, then the next thing you put signs up. You go on your little neighborhood app. Has anybody seen? You take small actions consistently, right? You don't just abandon the whole situation because you're getting a no, because you're getting some negative feedback, right? You adjust, you make necessary corrections. And it doesn't necessarily mean that something needs to be corrected, as far as, like, let's say you did get your resume redone by Black on the Job and the resume is on point. That wasn't for you. It's for your good that you got rejected. And it's not a rejection, it's a redirection to what's best for me. I thought that this is the one that I wanted. Remember when I shared with you guys that there was a job that I applied for that I was overqualified for? There was no reason for a rejection, but it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't for me. So it was for my good. You have to, so like I said, it's all about how it is you're looking at it and the different actions that you're taking, what it is you're telling yourself. All of this is putting that car in motion in the drive-through, right? The same way that you need water in the car, gas in the car, coolant in the car, oil in the car. All of those different pieces. You need proper tires. That's the same way. You're the car right now, and you need all of these things to be in place, to be in motion. Getting dressed, you're the driver, right? Having your driver's license, having your insurance. They're all different pieces. That's just how life works. And so right now, this is your challenge, right? This is the race that you're in right now. This is your portion of the journey, right? But guess what? You are the author of your story, right? Now, we're in this game called life, and somebody lodged something into your story, but you're the one who gets to keep writing the next chapter. You're the one who gets to keep writing every verb, every colorful word. You get to write that. You're the author. So make sure that you're writing what it is you want to live out. You're speaking the same things that you're writing. Everything is congruent. Everything is flowing together in the direction that you want to go, right? Because if you're thinking something opposite of what you're saying, or if you're sitting on the sofa most of the day and not, looking at those emails and responding to those emails, you're using it the same way you would be at work. You're going to work 9 to 5. If you want to work 7 to 3, 8 to 4, however you want to work that out, you're continuing in the same momentum. Why we're calling it Monday momentum, right? You're continuing in the same momentum. This is your current job. I have a schedule. I take lunch. I do this. The same thing that you have previously been doing in the workplace. This job is more important than that because you were working for someone else. Now you're working for you right now. And the sad thing about it is that we work better for someone else sometimes. We give other people better energy, more time, more, I'll do this over, let me try it again. But now when it comes to working for yourself, you just forget it. It's not working. No, if you were at a job where somewhere else or corporate, you wouldn't do that there. So don't do that to yourself. I told you, you are more valuable than any employer would ever be able to pay you. So treat yourself as valuable as you are.
That reminds me, especially what you're talking about with getting dressed in the morning. I was recently, this morning, as of recently, Esther has been putting together Hive Wellness for our consultants, just because of the amount of grief that and trauma that we're hearing on the calls, and now more than
Yes.
ever, she's been
Yes,
wanting.
she shared that with me.
Yeah, she had a leader come in today and provide some resources, and we were thinking some things out. And
Hmm.
one of the things that she was putting together was the fact that she wanted very big to push onto the consultants getting dressed And she said it in like an off-minded way. She was like, that way we could decrease the amount of depression that comes into the workplace. And she just kind of said it like she was trailing off in thought. You get what I mean?
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought that because that is one of my biggest signs with the consultants.
Yes.
When we do our one-on-ones with them, it's mandatory at Black on the Job to have your camera on for all meetings. Like there's no
Yes.
excuses from that because
Yes.
I always take a visual look. And I
Yes.
would immediately message Esther, like, hey, this person, their lighting is always like this. She was in a different room than usual. Why
Yes.
is here? Like, not that Black on the Job doesn't allow our team members to come, you know,
Yes.
you don't relax or anything like that. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's more
Mm-hmm.
so that, like, usually they wear their experience currently. And so
Very
the
true.
moment I will see someone, like if admin Rashida did not come to work, and her usual admin Rashida, I'm gonna be like, hey girl, what's going on? You get what
Yes.
I mean? So I do
Yes.
think that just showing up even physically is super important because that is my barometer for my
Yes. You know how you feel after you get your hair done. You
right.
know, you know how you feel after you get a spa day. You know how you feel when you walk out into the workplace, when you walk out of your house, right? And you're dressed. It's a totally different momentum. It's a totally different energy going on, right? When you have that new crisp suit on, that new freshly ironed blouse, you got that perfume, you ready for the world to be ready for you.
Yes.
So you need that energy. You got to keep your energy, your cup full, whether you realize it or not. That is filling your cup.
Rashida
Don't
says she feels like new money.
because like I said, it's filling your cup. And because if you're just walking around and you go to the restroom and you see yourself looking like you just rolled out of bed, you still have the sleep in your eye, you didn't brush your teeth, how you're going to feel the same way that how you're presenting yourself to yourself. And
Mm.
if we're talking about having mental stimulus and many cures so that your mind is following what it is that you're doing, the choices that you're making. So you need to make sure that you're directing your mind in the right direction.
Directing your mind. Let me write that down. Yeah, I'll give y'all that in a second. Let me write that down my own little journal. Direct your mind in the right direction. Oh.
Yes, I mean, just like a movie, right? The same way that a director directs all the moving pieces, right? And we said that this is your story, and your story has now made it to the big screen. And so now you are the director, right? And you get to direct every part of your body. You get to direct your mind, you get to direct your body, you get to direct, the costumes, right? So we're talking the costumes as if how it is you present yourself for the day. You get to pick all of that, every single detail. That's who you are right now. You're working for yourself. So you need to make sure that you're, the best employee. How can you not be the best employee? You know, we often tend to put ourselves on the back burner, right? We're nurturers, we're mothers, we're wives, we're employees, we're bosses, we're all these things to everyone else, and we push ourselves to the rear. That's why you have to make yourself priority number one. Remember, I think I shared that with you guys when I said, just like on the airplane, when they tell you put your mask on first, you got to make sure that you're putting your mask on and making sure you're taking care of the things you need to take care of for yourself. Because if this is hitting your self-esteem, if this is hitting your mental thinking, how you're thinking about yourself, how you're thinking about your life, how you're thinking about your future, you have to make sure that you're making yourself a priority. And if like I said, you have to be honest with yourself. Don't be in denial, right? Decide where it is that you are right now. And if you need to reach out to your circle because you have this community, you come here on Mondays, you come here when we switch it up on Thursday, that's outstanding. And if everything that you're doing is still not it, you need to take the next step. Come join us in the Be Mindful, which is coming up in not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that. We pushed back that date and it's available to you. come join us, because then I'll be able to talk with you one on one about whatever it is that your situation is specifically. Right now, I'm giving you the big umbrella, right? But you have to make sure that you're making yourself a priority and that you're giving your energy to you, and you're giving your energy to what it is that you want the outcome to be. The same way Tyler Perry directs everybody, and now the movie is ready to roll out to the big screen. If you need to be ready to use yourself as the director, use yourself as the person that's putting on the costumes. You are every one of those positions right now, and you want to be ready to roll out when it's that date, when you get that email, right, when you get that call that says you got the job. You got to make sure that you are prepared for that, and that you're when I get in the car and I'm going for a ride to California, my destination is California. So when I get, halfway in Palm Springs, I'm not like, oh, I'm here, I'm in California. No, my destination was Los Angeles, California. So on Monday, if you got up, you got dressed. Oh, Dr. Kristie told me get dressed. I'm getting dressed. I'm getting cute. And then Tuesday, okay. Remember we said we're counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time to get up. We are not allowing ourselves to, like I said, this is not vacation. We're not taking time off. We are giving ourselves the best of us. Give yourself the best of you. You deserve it. Don't allow outside forces to take away who it is you are and what it is you're capable of doing and being, and where it is that you're going, your future, your journey, the next step to elevate to whatever area in the job market that you're looking to flow into.
No, I agree. Y'all make sure y'all write that in the chat. Direct your mind in the right direction. Allison said, sometimes you also have to know when enough is enough, even if it's just for the day for self preservation.
Yes, very true. That's why I said you have that schedule and you get to be flexible, just like you do on the real job, right? When you let the supervisor know, hey, I got an appointment, or hey, I know standing executive directors that I worked with, and because they're just as human too, and because you're such a good employee, you do have to take a breather. And that was some of our mini cures, right? We said walk away, right? Take a lunch, leave early for the day. You're your boss. And you're not leaving early to play around. You're leaving early to benefit the company, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I like Marla said that a lot of like she's dealing with depression right now, Marla. I definitely can understand that as well. Especially when it comes to job loss, right? Or even just trying to deal with what's going on in the current news, things like that. Yesterday was my day of directing my mind in the right direction of like, you know what? I'm going to have to take my pause for the day. I'm going to have to take this full day off. Now, did I like it? Not at first. Okay, not at first. Okay, I'm not about to sit here a lot of y'all. I would not like it at first. Okay, payroll is due for me on Wednesdays. So, in order for me to take that pause day, I had to get payroll together early.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a lot of anxiety around leaving Joy Boy anywhere. I don't care what y'all say. I don't like my dog at home no longer than 2 hours by himself. I do not play that mess when it came to my baby. But my
Yes.
mom came over. She came
Mm-hmm.
over, she watched the dog for me, but I had to set that up ahead of time. I had to get payroll processed early. I had to forego my hair appointment, as y'all can see. It was a lot going on. So preparing for that pause took a lot out of me. You get what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But
Yeah.
I absolutely needed it. Y'all know I am still fighting this nigga in court. And so I already knew that Tuesday was gonna be a bunch of bullshit. I already knew it was about to happen. It happened just like I thought it did. He came in with some more mess. They pushed the trial back till June. So I was like, oh my gosh. But I don't know if I would have handled that with the same amount of clarity if I didn't take that day. You get what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because but I knew that day was coming. And
Yes.
I knew that I had built up my anticipation, built up my hope around this. I mean, we're 2 years in now. We're 2 years into not even getting a trial date. And so I was like, okay, maybe there's an opportunity to where the judge is going to, and I tried to do the faith thing at first, right? I'm like, you know what? God got me. He sees me. He sees my cry. It's Ramadan. He's going to make a way out of no way. And then I was like, you know what? And that I could definitely have hope in that. I could definitely have faith that God is going to come through. I also know that I don't know what's for my good. Maybe it is a good thing if we go ahead and get through
He
this.
won't put more on you than you can bear. And you know
Right.
what? But you know what? I had to remind myself because I told you the words that you speak are powerful. And throughout my life, I have said that I have a high tolerance for pain
Mm-hmm.
because I do. I have a high tolerance for pain physically,
Right.
physically, right? But just because I've always been an athlete, I've always, worked out, it's just who I am. And I don't know where that came from. My son nor my daughter have this high tolerance for pain. I don't know where it comes from. But because I've said that, one time I was reflecting once, and in the military, when during training, they had barbed wire really low, right, on the ground, and it was dark outside, and they were firing fake bullets, ammunition over our heads, preparing you for real world situations, right? And so I was low crawling. You're supposed to low crawl from one side to the other. And so you hear all this. And I remember telling God, I will do this 100 times over if I can just save one person.
Mm.
And I took that into the space that I'm in now as well. I will keep going. I will keep going. And because I can take the pain, because I am strong enough,
Mm.
right? And so that's how come we're here, because somebody may not be strong enough right here at this moment, but we're willing to take the pain for you. We're willing to, and literally, would have to put like a fake, because I was a medic in the military. And so I just had to put a fake patient on my back and do the same. You get to the other side, they make you run back around. You put the person on your back, you're making sure that that person doesn't hit the barbed wire even though they're on your back, and you do it again. You have to be that for yourself, right?
Yeah.
You have to be willing to get your elbows dirty, low crawl, and you may be going through some mess right now if you find yourself longer in the journey than others, right? Because I said some people are just now joining you because they're like looking for something that can assist them in the process. And if you're longer in the journey and you're getting weary, you got to do the thing. You still have to continue with the things.
Yeah.
The same way when you're the first year of college versus the third year of college. You still have to do the things in order to get the proper points, in order to get the piece of paper.
Yeah,
Right?
you're right. Because you're going to have to carry somebody. You get what I
Yes.
mean? And
Even
even,
if it's yourself, I had to get
even if it's
myself through
yourself,
first.
right?
Exactly.
Your first, you have
Yes.
to do your oxygen mask. That's the only reason why I went. My team
Yes.
has been trying to get me to do a self care day for 3.5 years, and it has not worked. But I looked at the team, and I looked at the amount of strife that's going on right now with the administration and the amount of job losses. And, we're having, I mean, we will probably have 2 out of 10 bees cry a day, right? We're at something
Yes.
like 7 out of 10. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to put on my oxygen mask. I'm going to have to
There we
take a
go.
day away because I
Yes.
have my own trials. I'm going through divorce. I'm going through criminal court. I got too much going on that
Yeah.
I'm not going to be of no service to
Yes.
nobody. You
Yeah.
know,
You have,
I had to take my day.
and you're still staying in motion by taking
Yeah.
the day. You're still in motion by taking the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting dressed and sometimes I think that the things that you're saying seem so simple, but those are
Hmm.
the ones that are so mentally, like, it's not clicking
And
all the
that's
time.
And that's why I'm saying when we use what you have on the screen right now, forward action, you have to put the things into action. And you know what? I mean, none of you guys are alone. None of you are alone. There have been days when I do not want to get out of the bed. I'm just laying there like, no, I'm not. And then what do you have to do? That countdown we said, right? That first 10 minutes tells how the rest of your day is going to go. So make sure that you're making the most of those first 10 minutes and that you're like, okay, it's got to do what I got to do, right? The same way that if you're tired and you don't feel like getting up to do that morning, that evening feed, midnight feed for your baby, you know how it is from the hospital with your infant, and until they get on that acclimated on the schedule, the routine that you're trying to create, you do not want to get out of that bed. You do not. You don't have the energy. You
Mm,
you, you love the child. You do not want the child to cry and cry, but you find a way to pull it together, right? Get up, if unless that child is on the side in the bassinet or in their room. What you do, you muster up whatever it is you have to do. The same way that you can do that for your child, the same way you need to do it for yourself. Just like I said, the same way that you were on the workplace and you're willing to do it for your boss, you have to be willing to do it for yourself. And that's why we said all of these small actions that we're taking, just like we said, when I was giving the example of the car, how it has to have gas, how it has to have oil, how it has to have water. You have to have all of these things in place for you. And it's like a full steam ahead. You need all of the engines running, all of those pipes going. And so you have to create this schedule for yourself, create this environment for yourself, turn on the candles, have some music, whatever it is that uplifts you. Me, I'm putting on some music. I'm putting on some music, and like during my break, I'm going to have a dance party, right? Go make sure that you're eating properly. You're having breakfast, because a lot of times, you'll be so stressed or you'll be so overthinking so much that you're not, oh, I'm not hungry, and you tell yourself things that are way off course. You tell yourself, oh, it's okay if I don't eat breakfast. I'm saving us money, because you're thinking about the money. That's where your mind is, on the finances, and making sure go eat breakfast. Stop and have lunch. You know what I do during lunchtime? Get to play with my granddaughter via FaceTime. And I sing the wheels on the bus go round and round. And when I'm singing, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm having the best lunch ever. So, whatever it is that fills your cup, whatever it is that builds up that energy to turn around and get back to work, make sure that you're, finding those things, whatever it is for you, because you are your most valuable product, your most valuable entity in this whole game called life that you're playing, that you're living. And I always tell myself, it's not a game. but he's like, he's more, his personality's more like Sin. He's like, girl, let's roll these dice. I'm like, let's plan. How many times we gonna roll?
right. Oh, I love this. And I love the fact that you mentioned wholesome activities, because I think sometimes people think that it has to be like this big old thing,
Hmm.
like in order to kind of decompress. It really doesn't have to be a big old thing.
No.
You just have to have direction. And
Yes.
sometimes, not knowing what to do. I will say that these past Mondays have absolutely been encouraging and giving some clarity on what that looks like, because we know what capitalism and consumerism and work culture looks like, but when it comes to mental clarity and peace, we can swing the pendulum all the way to rest culture, to where everybody's just flopping on the couch not doing shit, or we could be like workhorses. But that
Yes.
middle ground where peace lies, I think
Yes.
that that's the one that does take
And
truly some help.
studying and learning and knowing
Mm,
yourself,
mm,
because we get lost. I know I'm speaking from experience. We get lost because we are so many things to so many different people. And so like when I was in the military and specifically in basic training, they take care of everything for you, right? So you're not concerning yourself with anything but be learning how to be a soldier. That's they have you on a schedule. They have your meals planned out. They have where you're going to be. They have that what time you go exercise. They have what time you go to the shooting range. They have all of that figured out for you. Then when you get stationed at your first, whatever state, whatever station that you're going to be working for the first time, they call that permanent party. So you go to basic training, you go to your visual training to learn how to do whatever specific job, because first you're a soldier first. So you learn how to be a soldier first. Then you go to that advanced individual training where I learned how to be a medic. Other people learn how to be supply. Other people learn how to be a cook. There's all the different jobs, right? And then you go to your first duty station where you're going to do that job, permanent party. When you get to permanent party, people lose their mind. Like I said, you lose yourself. Why? Because the environment is not set up the same way basic training is. You get off. Like at basic training, there is no off time until they turn off the light and say go to sleep, because they're telling you to go to sleep. But then when you get to and you have to be responsible for making sure, and some soldiers are married. So they still have to do all those things and be a soldier and be whatever it is that their job that they learned how to do. And now they're doing it in the real world. The same way you guys can relate to this, the same way that when you were in your parents' house or if you lived with your grandmother, when you were a child, somebody else was taking care of all these things you didn't even know about, some of them.
Swear to
All
God.
the different things that my mother was handling, some of those things as a young child. And then now you find yourself in college, and then next you find yourself in the real, and the levels of responsibility go up, right? Right now, your level of responsibility is up, and you have to continue to do all the things. Don't allow yourself to get lost in the shuffle. And that's what I'm saying. We lose ourselves because if you were putting your identity in the job title, if you were putting your identity in having a job, if you were putting your identity in bringing in that income, we all know that we need to have these different things. It's a part of our everyday work life, doing these, having the job, getting paid, taking care of your family. All of this is a part of life. And if you were putting all of your value in those things and losing yourself, then you have to figure out and put these things into work to reel it in. Because if you lose yourself, then what's getting done?
Yeah. What you do is not who you are. Those are two different things. Those are two different things. And I think that I'm not for sure if it's because we're in America. I'm not for sure if other countries do it as much as if it's just part of our culture and stuff. But that is
Mm-hmm.
a very big distinction in my mind. You get what I mean? What you do and who you are. And it's something I
Yes.
teach the team a lot. Those are two different. You might do what you
You
do because of who you are.
yes. Look, sin. When I lived in Europe for 14 years,
Mhm.
so you guys are aware. Some countries they take siesta. They close down the shop. They close down the building at lunchtime.
Mm,
You go
mm,
home to be with your family for
mm,
lunch,
mm.
right? And
Yes,
you take a nap. And like you just said, it's because we're America and we're in this capitalist society. We don't make room for breaks in that bubble. You can do that on your own time. But while you're here
right.
now there are different companies who have learned how to put these things that it benefits the employee, and then therefore it benefits them, right?
Mm,
But they're not
mm,
that the Everybody doesn't do that, right? So yes, it is because we're in America, but that's why you have to know you. You have to know you best. I would, like I said, I would lose myself because I'm not concerning myself with my schedule. I was concerning myself with the kids' schedule, right? When do they need to get picked up? When do they? And I haven't eaten all day. Like, wait a minute, time out. Hold on. Don't allow yourself to be that workhorse and not taking care of, like I said, your number one client, your most valuable client. You are the Kobe of the team. You are the LeBron James of the team. And when I say team, I'm talking about yourself. And if you have a family, your family. But even if you don't have a family, you are the highest paid player on the team. You are the most valuable player on the team. You have to remember that. Go put MVP. And just because LeBron James is out because of a sprained ankle, he's still the most valuable player. So just because you may be out of employment right now, you are still your most valuable player. Most valuable B. I love it.
We MVBs around here. Y'all go ahead and put in the chat that you an MVB. No, you're
There we
absolutely
go.
right. Because sometimes even the idea of doing something for yourself, right? Because when we're looking at the mini mental cures, and even when I was like, okay, yeah, Black on the Job is going to partner to make sure that people get this. I knew that it's a difficult choice sometimes to choose yourself. You
Yes.
don't know how many times that's why we still have customer service with like live people call like to answer the phone
Yes.
because I
Yes.
have mothers have full conversations with themselves.
Yes.
You don't even say nothing. I know I need to invest in myself. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Like it's time for me to get the rest of it. Because I was on admin saying live, but but he do need them soccer. But you know what? This one time, and they just going back and forth, and all the instruction to do is say, B,
Just let them go. Just let
just
them
let
go.
it it's an existential crisis. It's
Well, especially if they're like right now, if you're at home or if you're, a stay-at-home mom, because you're having no adult conversation. And how many words do they say that women need to use in a day? And if you're by yourself and you're not getting to use these words, the first person, the human that you have interaction with, they're about to get it. So that's why we're saying, yes, you have to make sure that you are putting yourself first. I remember once I was in a Toastmasters class, where you're learning how to deliver speeches, and they'll give you a table topic and they'll just throw it out there, and and they asked me, is it, my question was that I had to speak on for 2 minutes. And then they tell you have to say, but make sure you use specific words when you share. But they said, are you being selfish when you make yourself a priority? And I said, yes, you are being selfish. And it is necessary to be selfish at times. It is necessary to be selfish.
go ahead and put that in a chat. Be selfish.
It is,
Be
yes.
selfish. Keep
And
your
don't let anyone have you feel guilty about being selfish, because if I don't take care of me and you continue to ask me to do another task and another task and another task, I'm not allowing you to put me down.
no.
I'm not allowed, when I say put me down, I mean, like, I'm not allowing you to have me, just lose it and fall out because I have nothing else to give. No, I am going to be selfish in this moment, and plan for selfish time. Look, dear, I've been with the kids all day long. If you're a stay-at-home mom, right? I've been with the kids all day long. After dinner, once I put them down, don't talk to me for an hour. That's my me time, because I am my most valuable player and I'm very valuable to this entity here. And I need my me time. Be selfish.
Hmm. Be selfish.
Yes.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
selfish is really not being selfish. Being selfish is benefiting the whole. It's benefiting the whole me, and it's benefiting the whole of everybody else in my circle, in my community. And that's another part of like setting boundaries, right? You got to be selfish. You got to be selfish.
That's putting your mask on first.
Yes. Be making yourself a priority.
Yes.
Prioritize. Because if I don't get my mask, if I don't get my oxygen, if I don't get my tea, whatever it is that you need, if I don't get my bubble bath, if I don't get my reading, if I don't get my devotion, if I don't get my prayer time, you guys, you want me to have my prayer time. You want me to have my me time. You want me to be selfish for 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
for 15 minutes, for me to just lay and look at the ceiling and watch the fan on the ceiling fan go, whatever it is that you choose to do in that time. That's your time.
Yes, yes. I would give y'all, let me tell y'all how I do it. Let me give y'all a dating tip. Let me give y'all a dating tip of what I be telling these men. Okay, let me tell you what I be telling these men. I told my mom what I told these men. She said, I'm gonna have to write that one down. I start the same way, Dr. Chrissy. The moment folks, they love it until they start looking at prices, right? And I love doing this. You like the way I look? You like how long my hair is? You like my flat stomach? Okay, that means you like me how I am. And I'm telling you that this is the standard of which I'm being kept. The reason why you're here in my face today is because you like what you saw. And I'm
Yep.
telling you how you get this. So again, my jeweler name is this is what I this is who I go to get my hair done. This is who I go to. The same way and the same person you see before yourself. I didn't just fall out the sky like this. This is considered maintenance and upkeep. And so if
Yes.
you want this, you will then ask to do the maintenance of it. So if you like what you see, this is the standard of which it is kept.
And the time for me to go do it. That
Yes.
means that means Junior is gonna be hanging out with you for the next 3 hours
That,
while I go
that,
get my hairdo did.
yes.
No, I'm not taking the baby with me to the salon. No, I'm not.
No, no.
Yeah.
You have to have a
We're all in this.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I'm telling you, look, how did we get here? I'm telling you, ladies, you're asking the wrong questions. You are asking the wrong questions. We talk about jobs. But no, and we're talking about, being mentally, and so in that situation, being mentally strong and fit, right? You got to make sure you're asking the right questions. You know how to change a diaper? If you don't know how to change a diaper, you're prepared to learn how to change some diapers, right? Because I'm the mother, I'm the nurturer, and I want to do it because I don't like the way you do it. But there
Right.
will be times when I'm going to the salon. I'm going because, of course, the infant, you're like, I got this, I got this, I got this, right? And not every man is like that. Some are like, can I hold my baby? And us moms are like, do you know what you're doing? Depending upon how long you've known that person. So true.
It's true. And I think you're right. How we got here is this is the reason why it's important to know where you mentally stand, even in the time of crisis.
That's
Even
why
in the
you have to know
time
yourself. That's why you
you
have to know yourself. And you have to know when it's too much. And you have to know, like, when it's time to step away from the computer, when it's time to get back, like, because we're not lollygagging, we're not being ineffective. That's why you have to know yourself, and you have to know where it is you're going and what it is the goal is, and
yes.
have those mini markers along the way where you're celebrating yourself as you, oh, I got that. I was listening to CN, I updated that resume, I did this, I took the class, I did that, at one little step at a time, one little step at a time, and it's happening. And if you are consistent, what you're looking for will come into fruition.
Yes. Yes. And so now, Dr. Christie, I think that this is a good place for you guys to do a self check and ask yourself, right?
Yes,
Is it
yes.
time for you to reset? You know what I mean? Is it time for me? You know what? I hear what Dr. Christie is saying, and I am on analysis paralysis. I am deep in my depression right now. I don't know up from down. I need help. And look at yourself and say, do I need help with the reset? Do I need to be in this program and to make sure that I am one of those bees that Dr. Kristie is helping put me back on the space of being encouraged, because you may think it's a confidence thing, as we discussed before. If you are stuck, take a look at what you've done since your last crisis has hit you, no matter what that crisis is. Was it job loss? Was it layoffs? Money ain't, touching and agreeing. You ain't saying not either. Y'all ain't touching or agreeing. I don't know what you got going on. Maybe you got a girlfriend at home. I don't know. We alphabet friendly. But look at your situation and say,
Yeah.
you know what? Since that has happened, I have not had the strength or the mental clarity. I've been in a fog to take the next step, and I need somebody to help me take the step. That is
Yeah.
fine. If you
Jump in the pool. We're going to jump in the pool. We're going to jump in the pool on the deep side. We're going to get the courage to jump in.
right, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I just signed up some of the bees from the consultants. Dr. Kristie, how many more are you taking? Because y'all know my bill. Yeah, I got a pivot stop on my bill too, y'all. Because she billing me too for y'all. So I want to let y'all know. I know when to pause and pivot.
Yes, we said we were taking up to 25 in the classroom.
So you still got some room for a few more.
Yes. Yes, we
Okay.
still have space for some more. Yes.
Perfect. I'm happy for you guys. Now, I want to make sure that you got, Allison, if you burnt out and burnt up, girl, I should see your name on the list. Burnt out and burnt up. You
No.
be honest. She said, I'm burnt out and I'm burnt up. I don't mind you. I want to make sure you guys sign up for it. I know that Dr. Kristie, you said when is the first session going to be?
The first session is April the 8th.
April the 8th. Okay. Okay. And I'll make sure I send y'all wait list. Let me make sure I got my YouTube beats together. I put the link in the comments so that y'all can click the link. Uh,
Yes.
if
And
you
thank you. I want to thank the bees that were willing to be put on pause, because we were going to start on the 25th, was it? We were going to start
yeah,
on, yeah, but thank you, those bees that were willing to be put on pause to allow their fellow bees to join in. And like she said, no, we don't want you to be burnt up. But like you said, I appreciate the fact that she realizes it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, put that fire out. We're going to put that fire out.
Yes, yes. If you feel burnt out and burnt up, thank you, Victoria. April 8th. And Dr. Kristie, we do have some bees joined us for the first time, and they want to know, they say, what is the Be Well program? What can they expect?
Be Mindful. Be Mindful program is a 6-week program
Y'all
where
let me change that name for the journal. Why, where did I get the be? Oh, because I made the journal called Be Well for the Be Mindfulness. My bad, y'all. That's why I said I work here. I work here. Let me go back to being a bee. Okay, Dr. Kristie, what we doing in class?
it's a 6-week program where we're going to come together, and like, I'm not taking more than 25 because I want to be able to speak with you guys one-on-one, and we're going to get your mindset for getting out there in the workforce, getting your mindset for all of the different things that are being thrown at you, and making sure that you're in a good space while you're going through this job journey and trying to get yourself back out there if you were laid off. And it doesn't, if that's not your space right now, if you didn't get laid off, but you know that your mind isn't in the right space, and when you're walking through your day-to-day life, you're being drained, and you're not focusing, you're not hitting any of your goals because you don't have any small markers. In this small group, I'm going to be able to hear from you individually and tell me what's going on in your world. I am a life coach, and I am going to get you forward. Just the same way that a coach is out there during the game and getting you to that win, I'm about to help you get to the win. And you're going to tell me what the win is for you, and we're going to take it step by step to get you there.
I'm so happy. How often are you guys meeting and on what days?
Every Tuesday, but the last week is a Monday. So every Tuesday, the last week is a Monday at 5:30, the same time that we meet here with this group. So it's April the 8th, April the 15th, April the 22nd, April the 29th, and then the last May the 6th, and then the last one is that Monday, May the 12th. So it's every Tuesday, and then the last week, the 6th week, is a Monday.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are they gonna have homework and accountability
Yes,
partners?
they will.
Or what does
They
it look
will
like?
have homework. They will have assignments. I have one. The first. So because we were going to start this week, because we were going to start, instead they came here. I told them instead, since we're pushing pause for a quick moment, go ahead and meet us in the Momentum Monday, and then next week I will give them a homework assignment where they're going to be prepared to be able to send that back to me so that we can walk right into the program, and I know a little bit about you and what your situation is. And I'm going to let you use your words. I'm going to ask you questions. It's going to be a very safe environment, right? This is going to be a mini hive with just us so that we can get in there and make some honey so that you can walk away feeling sweet. Like, I got this. I'm fresh. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go.
Victoria says she cannot wait. I know, Victoria. I saw your name on the list. I said Victoria gonna make sure she get hers. I'm excited, guys. I think this is perfect for you guys. I did make sure I got everybody their mini planner. If y'all click out your little link, y'all can have your planner, and you'll have your link today to make sure that you also get on the list. That way, we can get you guys started. I Yes, Marla says she just signed up. She can't wait either. Okay, Marla, I know
All
you
right,
ready.
all right.
I
And
really
no, and I want to make sure that I reiterate too that um, admin sin is paying half of the fee that I have put out there for the program. So, like I said, she is willing to invest in you. Make sure you're being willing to invest in you if it's something that you know that you need. The same way that she invested some time in herself and got that refreshing on Monday, be willing to invest in yourself and get that refreshing, get your mind in the space where it needs to be in order for you to be your best, continue to be your best self, a higher level of your best self, right? Because I always like to give the example of stairs, and the same way that in the movie Rambo, when Rocky was going up the stairs and he had his theme music, right? You guys get that music on, and you got to work it out. I know his thighs were burning, but he kept going because he had a goal to reach.
Oh gosh, and I really do appreciate it. It's an honor to pay. I swear to God, I really feel like it's an honor to pay to even have the means to pay. And one of the main reasons why, guys, is because I started Black on the Job, and like we talked about today, you guys grew up with me. I was and still am. You guys took a little Compton girl, and I had to rise to the occasion. And part of being a community leader is understanding when your community is in a crisis and making sure you're standing on the front lines.
Yes.
And so this helps me do that. Careers and Black economy and that entire thing of economic justice, it requires us to have inconveniences and for us to answer the call of duty, especially those of us who are on that justice side. And this is my way of answering that calling. I can't be all the things. Mental clarity and mental health and wellness obviously is not admin sense strongest suit. I like to stay in my lane. I tell y'all this all the time. Now, careers, I got you backwards, forwards, and backwards. But I believe in allowing experts to do what they do best. And we have a heavy vetting process. You already know how we are about that. Y'all barely see anybody up here, maybe 3 times a year. Y'all be like, wow, Dr. Kristie, you must have some trust in the Hive. Yes, because I am a gatekeeper. I am a bulldog at the front gate, y'all. And it's important for you guys to get your mental wellness together. The cries that I am hearing on the phone are not cries that I've heard before. And this is a company that carried us through the pandemic. Some of you guys are really hurting. And career coaching and a great resume won't do anything for you if you're frozen in place. I don't want you, buying services from me and you don't even have the gumption to do your part. My part is only as good as your part. So I can't do anything unless you do something, right? So this is something that it's reciprocity. We will continue to feed into each other. That's not me being, I don't mind paying because I need you to grow. I need for you to continue to move forward. And we can't do this alone. I appreciate Dr. Kristie's time here, especially what she's been giving us on the Mondays. I was excited making y'all journal. I was like, look at yeah, and for admin center to take a day off, y'all know I came back to 37 inboxes. You know how difficult that was? Y'all know. A lot of y'all know. As soon as y'all inbox me, y'all be like, it's like instant message. Admin center always answer. Me taking a full day off, I answered y'all driving home from my dad's funeral. Like, okay, hold on, let me get to this B real quick, right? And I am it's heavy. We are at a heavy point as a community, and it's going to take all hands on deck. So I appreciate and I'm very grateful, Dr. Kristie, for you coming on board and wanting to help. I'm sure you and Esther calls. Esther is giving you full rundowns of where we at in the
It's my
consulting
pleasure.
process.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I love people. I always have. I had to learn how to make sure that I'm loving them the way that they need to be loved, and making sure that I'm still loving on myself, right? But we've gotten way beyond that, and I'm so much in the space of putting people on my back, and let's get through this. We got it. We got it.
We
Right?
got this. We got
We got
this.
it. We
We
got
got
it.
this, guys. She got y'all and I got y'all. We are going to do this together. We're going to get through this, guys. We got through the pandemic. Our ancestors got through way worse than this. He is definitely the same vein, but we will get through this together as a hive. I look forward to Dr. Kristie giving us our Monday momentums, especially when class starts. We're going to see when we can get her after that. Once class starts, we're going to have to figure something out for Mondays. I also appreciate the mental health therapists that have stepped up to the call of duty. You guys have created a list. We'll be giving out the list of those services as well that you guys can sign up for. I like the idea of you guys going through this 6-week program, getting the clarity that you guys need so that we can do what we're called to do. And I
Yes.
appreciate you guys showing up. Even now, you showing up shows that there's still hope. You in this live today shows that. I see the YouTube community. CC said, great live. Suzanne said, thank you, Dr. Kristie, for pouring into us.
My
Carolyn
pleasure.
said she
Thank
was
you.
late to the party, but she is so grateful. Allison says she signed up and she's very happy.
Thank you, Allison. I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
You're welcome. Kalisha said this has been excellent. Thank you so much. We're gonna let her get to her children and her family. But we wish you guys lots of love, joy, and honey, and we'll see you in our little mini hive in a few weeks, guys. Bye. You get your journal. I already got it all set up because I knew I was gonna be late. So by the time y'all click off, wait 10 minutes, and that journal will be in your inbox.